if I said I wasn't scared. I'd be lying if I didn't admit that the fear of just not knowing doesn't freak me out. And if it was just me, I'd be cool. I could handle it better. But I got my wife and my kids. I got my wife and my kids. God, I'm giving it to you, man. I'm giving it to you. Order my steps. Write the vision and make it plain for me. God, I trust you. Even though I'm scared. I trust you. Even though I don't understand. I trust you. Even though I can't see clear. And I trust you. Because my family trusts me. And I don't got the answers. I don't know if this is the roughest time I've ever been through. But this is definitely the time that I can admit that I'm the most unsure about everything. But I'm gonna keep going. And no matter what happens, it just happens. And I trust you through it. I'm just trying to shake this fear of just not knowing. And my anniversary is coming up in 4 days. My daughter's birthday. You know what I'm saying? It's in 7 days. It's in 8 days. And I don't have the money to do anything. My wife understands for my anniversary. And this is my daughter that's outside of my marriage. So she don't quite fully understand because I haven't really shared with her yet about everything. And I should. But as a father, I don't know if it's pride, but it's hard to admit when I'm broken. It might be pride. But not being able to do when you want to, that's what hurts. And I know this not gonna be my situation always. I know it's not. And knowing just that gives me comfort. It gives me a lot of comfort, actually. But it's just this right now. I just wish I knew what I had to, what was next. But I guess that's not how faith works. Because if you know what's next, then what's the reason and what's the cause for needing faith? You know? So I guess this is probably big, to date, probably my biggest test for faith right now. And maybe God is saying, no, it's not. I'm sure I've been through a lot of things, you know, but I'm resilient and I'm going to get through this. I'm just checking in. Just putting my thoughts down like I told y'all it was. We got to move from Virginia. There's really no other way to put it, you know. My family's just ready to transition out of that. And it just sucks not making the money. But I'm going down some different avenues and some different lanes, and it looks promising. And I'm going to see it through. As I'm doing right now. I'm going to see it through. I just got to go all in. You know, we got a couple of apartments and spots to see today. I pray that all goes well. I got a couple of blemishes on my credit from before I moved to Virginia. So, my wife does too. We had a house that we bought about 4 years ago. Yeah, about 4 years ago. That just kind of went south and we ended up losing it. Long story short, $350,000 debt. You know, so we just got to figure out ways to get this cleaned up, and we should have been working on getting it cleaned up much sooner. So that's a us problem, you know. But we'll figure that part out. It's just the fact that trying to do this right now, you know, like trying to figure out, like, dang, how do we figure this out now so we can get approved to stay somewhere else, so we can get approved to move somewhere else, you know. And it's just like, I kind of fault myself for, like, how did I allow us to get this deep, you know. So I'm gonna figure out what I gotta do to clean this up. I'm gonna figure out what I gotta do to make this happen. But it's just, it feels like everything is just happening so fast, you know. But we're resilient and we're gonna get through it. We ain't got no other choice. And I feel like as long as I got them, I'm ultimately gonna be okay. It's just the point of just not feeling like they Superman right now. You know, it's gonna work out. But anyway, it's just me putting my thoughts down, man, and checking in with y'all. Y'all gonna see me get through this. See me having fun and, you know, maneuvering and, you know, looking like nothing is wrong, but there are things. I think my faith allows me to not think about certain things for a while and continue to be myself. And I think that's a good trait to have. It's just that when I get a second to be by myself, and then I have to start thinking about it, that's kind of like when my emotions begin to get the best of me. And maybe that's a good thing, because I feel like when you cry, it's a form of release, you know, of whatever that is. you know. So, I've been talking to God, the Most High. I've been trying to see what's next. And, man, and, um, it's not that I don't hear him. I feel like he already said to me what I needed to know. And I just feel like I didn't hear it, or it wasn't what I wanted to hear. You know, and I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Hold on. And I hear patience. I hear trust, belief, and faith. I hear all of those things. Those are the things that I hear when I'm in my moments of silence. You know, and I'm following them. But sometimes my reality gets so loud and just the hustle and bustle of we gotta figure this out, we gotta figure that out, we gotta figure this out, we gotta figure that out. Until that begins to overshadow what I heard, And then I guess this is part where the faith, the faith has to come in. I guess this is that part, you know? And I understand about faith. I understand that. But when you got kids in a situation, and we're teaching them, and my kids, man, all of them, at least the ones that stay with me, but all of them because they got my blood in them. They're so resilient, man. They're so ready to just go with the flow and not complain. I thank God for that because that would just be an extra added of stress, When kids was even helping look for houses for rent and apartments for rent and stuff like that, and that's not their responsibility, but that's how much they're willing to go with the flow and help because they understand that we're a unit and that we're a team. Sometimes I fail to understand that, but in the moments where I don't understand it, they do. And they won't let me just wear this by myself. I'm appreciative for that. I'm grateful for them. Not gonna lie, man. Sometimes I feel like I failed them, you know? And then there's a lot of the times, all the time really, when I feel that way, where they reminded me like, no, you didn't. And I'm grateful for that, but it still doesn't negate how I actually feel, So, I'm grateful. So we're gonna apply and we're gonna have faith. And we're gonna see what's up. And then we're gonna go from there. We got these spots lined up, but and then here's another thing. Even if everything was a go, we got another dog. And, her name is Nala. Well, you guys know Nala. And she's a pit. My breed isn't widely accepted everywhere. So that's another hurdle that we have to deal with because Nala's family now. And no one in my whole house wants to part with her, including myself. So that's another hurdle. So
always good, guys. You know, it's just getting through that part. That's the part that always, just gets me a little bit. You know, just getting past this rough patch. And I know once we get past this rough patch, man, sky's gonna be the limit for us. I know that already. It's just getting through it, man, and it's just borrowing money and paying it back, man. I don't want to do that. I'm, not making enough money, and the things that I want to do in the places where I know I can just do it at, it's not out there in Virginia. I have to be here in Chicago to do that, but like I'm in Virginia, you know. But I have to lock down a place, and it's a lot, man. Especially when everyone around you calls you for advice and what's your thought and what's your opinion on this? What do you think? How you think I should move through this? And then when you going through something, I'm not saying that there's not people that I can lean on to and go to for advice, because I'm not saying that, and I know that that's not my case. But when you so used to it, it's just like when you so used to being a person that everyone comes to. I don't know. It's like when I just get in this weird space, where like I just feel like I just gotta hold it all in, and I can just deal with it and manage it. But even psychiatrists need therapists. Even therapists need therapy, you know? So, I'm gonna bring y'all with me. It'll probably be a different video, but I'm gonna bring y'all with me when we go look at these apartments and look at these condos. I'm gonna record the process, because this is like literally what I'm doing now is another stream, you know. And this stream is going to pay me according to the amount of work that I put in. So it's time to build my community, to hang over around my family, and y'all gonna see me grow and go through this journey. I'm trying things on my social medias, so you'll see a bunch of different things, but y'all just stick with me. I'm going somewhere. Y'all gonna see the whole thing. But I think I'm gonna wrap this one up, man, and then I'll check in with y'all on the next one, alright? Do me a favor, like, share, and subscribe, man, and I think I'm gonna just title this Today's Date and Vulnerability. Yeah. Alright, peace.